What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel, Juice and Toya.
Hello.
So it's 2020. We all have goals, and we all have something that we're trying to achieve, which means we all need a way to track our progress. So today we're going to give you 4 ways that you can track your progress without using a scale.
And the reason we want you to track your progress without using a scale, or give you ways to do it without using a scale, is because the scale can be very misleading. And you've probably heard that along your fitness journey at some point to, not weigh yourself all the time. It could be water weight, your weight changes, etc. But we want to explain a little bit why and ways that you can, still use a scale if you want to, but use more accurate ways to track your progress. So when you're stepping on the scale, you're measuring your body weight, and that weight can be water, it can be your skeleton, it can be fat, it can be organs. And when you're trying to lose weight or when you're trying to gain weight, you're probably talking about losing fat and building muscle. We want to show you ways to track body fat loss and muscle gain aside from stepping on the scale.
So one way that you can kind of measure your progress is to do your body composition. So whether that's doing skin fold calipers or, some gyms have the little body fat measuring machine. And we just recently did a DEXA scan, which is probably one of the most accurate ways of measuring your body fat, your muscle mass, and everything in between. So what you really want out of your body composition is to see the ratio between your muscle mass and your body fat, because that's what's going to determine how well you're actually progressing. You could lose body fat but then gain muscle, and then the scale doesn't move. You're like, what the heck?
But you did something better.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you don't have a place that you can do a DEXA scan itself, most gyms will have a way for you to measure your body fat in some way. And then if you also don't have a gym, you can order skin fold calipers online and have someone help you with the pinching on the areas you can't pinch yourself. And if you don't have access to a way to measure your body fat, then that kind of brings me to my next point on how to measure your progress without a scale, and that's using a tape measure. So a tape measure is something that everyone can access for very cheap, and you can do the measurements yourself. So like you said, if the scale is going up but you put on muscle, you're still going to have a tighter frame because that's going to take up less surface area. So your tape measure is still going to go down. Or vice versa, if you're trying to put on muscle, you can measure that progress with the tape measure as well. So it's a good way to just measure the progress if you don't have access to some of the other machines.
And also a good thing about a tape measure is usually if you're measuring something like your waist or your neck, those would be good means of measuring how you might fit in a pair of pants or how you might fit in a shirt. You can see how those measurements kind of progress over time to the point where you might lose a little body fat and like, oh, I can fit into a medium now.
Exactly, because your hip went down, your jean size changed.
Exactly.
And it's also good to use if you like to measure your progress often, because even if it goes down, a fraction of an inch, you see that it's
still
going
progress.
down. So, yeah.
And sometimes a tape measure can measure what you can't really see with your eyes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Little
even if it's a
changes.
quarter of an inch, a half of an inch, it's still progress. It's still a win.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yep.
So with that being said, that leads us to our third tip on how you can measure your progress, which is having a piece of clothing that would allow you to see how you're progressing. So a lot of people have, those jeans or a shirt that they used to be able to fit in that they want to get back into. If you have a size small shirt that you want to be able to fit in the long run, maybe over the course of a month, you can try that shirt on and see how well it fits. And that's just an easy, quick, and simple way to just visually see how well your body's changing.
And if you don't have, an article of clothing or a size that you have in mind yet that you'd like to reach, that brings us to our last point that we want to make, and that is taking progress pictures. So, you might step on the scale one day hoping to lose a few pounds, and you step on the scale and it's the exact same. That can be very discouraging if you've worked really hard and you were expecting a different number, but then you go to take the progress pictures and boom, you look tighter. Your bra isn't bulging as much, your pants aren't bulging as much, and you see a significant difference. Like the scale can vary so much throughout the day even. So, just keep in mind that the progress pictures, if you're taking them, same lighting, same clothing, they work magic in helping. Yeah.
So take pictures often, and at the end of your journey, you can be happy with yourself. You can share with other people, put it on the gram, put it on Facebook, and show other people. Inspire other people that they can do it just like you can too.
So don't let the scale, deter you from pushing forward and reaching your goals. Try some of these things. Take your body fat, take pictures, use a tape measure, use clothing. And use the scale too if you still want to, but try these other things as well and see if it makes a difference in how you're progressing or your mindset, how it's helping you to continue to reach your goal.
And I really think these other means of measuring your progress will help you not get discouraged, because I've seen people literally shut down after they see a number and they work so hard and they see a number, they're like, I'm done, I quit.
Yep.
And then they just go backwards, right?
And then literally that next day they could step on the scale and it'd be, like I said, a few pounds down.
Exactly. So don't let that discourage you. Use these other ways to track your progress as ways to actually show how well you're doing. And this will prevent you from getting discouraged. You'll stay on track and you're going to reach your goals. So if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, welcome.
Hello.
We are a health and fitness and lifestyle channel, all designated toward helping you reach your goals, helping you be the best version of you. So go check out our other videos if you haven't already, and if you like them, go ahead and subscribe. And we're going to continue to give you content every single Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Of the year.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 50,
whole year.
52 videos.
2020 and it's already February.
We might give you some bonus.
That's crazy.
So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you back at the next one.
Have a good day.